Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in this class, we want to look at linear inequalities. These are the objectives that we want to achieve in this class. So we want to look at the meaning of inequality, then we look at the inequality symbols and how to write inequality in reverse order. So these are the things we want to look at. I'm going to look at some other things that has to do with the introduction to this topic, which is inequality. So we are not going to look at some other things, but these are the basics that we want to look at. So firstly, so when we talk about inequality, so the word inequality is being derived from equal. So something is equal. So in mathematics, if I say A equals to B, so this symbol here is telling that the value of A and the value of B are the same. But when they are not equal, that is then referred to as unequal. Unequal, that is inequalities, right? So we are saying when we have inequalities, so there are two things that are involved. Number one is either that thing is less than, a variable is less than the other one, or is greater than it. You understand? So if you have not equal, A is not equal to B. So we are now being specific here. So we don't know whether A is less than B or A is greater than B. But if we want to be specific, we will say that A is greater than B or A is less than B. So that is what inequality is all about. So that is why you have an inequality is a statement, an inequality is a statement that that one quantity is greater than or less than another quantity. So we are saying invariably that if a quantity is either greater than or less than another quantity, then we have what we call inequality. So that's what will lead us to the symbols of inequality. I'm going to explain that in details. So when we talk about the symbols, so if you are saying symbols of an inequality now, the symbols we use, we have learned this before, but we want to learn it again. For example, we have greater than. So we have the first one is greater than. Now, this is the trick I used to tell my students. So greater than is your right answer. This is your left hand side. So mostly we have the notion that the right answer is more than the left answer because we use the left answer to clean our private parts. So we use our right hand to eat and do some other things. Now, since that is the case, which means right hand is greater than the left hand. So we want to look at the symbol. So you make use of this. So if you put your hand like this, it will form this. You can see what is formed. So the symbol is formed here, looks like this. This is it. So this is my elbow here. This is my arm. This is my what? Can you see? So this is the symbol for what? Greater than. Because this is right hand greater than. As you can see, if you look at it, it's greater than. So then the second one is what? Less than. So if you look at the left hand side and do it this way, so you have less than here. So we make this one to be less than. So these are the major symbols for inequality, but we have other ones. So it's possible for a quantity to be greater than and also be equal to another quantity. You understand? So is either is greater than it and also equals to it. So what do we mean by that? For example, if I say x is greater than x, this is the quantity, is greater than or equal to 5. What am I saying? I'm saying that this x, this variable, this quantity x, is greater than 5. That's what are the values, what are the numbers that are greater than 5? Starting from what? 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. And at the same time, it's also equal to 5. So we are saying that x is equal to 5 and what? Greater than 5. Are you with me? And greater than 5. So that means the value of x will then be 5 because 5 is included, but because x is equal to 5. And what are the numbers that are greater than 5? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on and so forth. I hope I'm making sense. So the same thing will go. So there's a symbol we use for greater than or equals to. Greater than and equals to. So greater than, that's another symbol. Greater than or equal to. So what we're going to use to differentiate between greater than and equal to that. Greater than, then you put another line under it. So this shows that it's greater than or equals to. And I've explained the meaning. So then we also have less than or equals to. So less than is that's another symbol. Less than or equal to. So the less than or equals to. That's how to write that. That's the symbol. So when you see this, so you know that this is less than or equals to, and once you see this is greater than or equals to. Now I've explained the meaning, interpretation of greater than equals to. Now let me explain the interpretation of less than equals to. If I write x x is less than or equals to 5. The same thing, I'm saying that the value of x is 5 and also less than 5. So that means x is, what are the numbers is 5, and what are the numbers that are less than 5? 4. So that is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and so on and so forth. I hope that is very clear. So that is the meaning, interpretation of this. So what we are saying in essence is this. Under inequalities, we are not looking at the way we solve questions on normal linear equation, the same way we solve questions on linear inequalities. But when we get to a particular state, there are some things that will change. Exactly. So these are the symbols that we want to look at. Right. So the next one is writing inequality in the reverse order. So how do we write inequality in the reverse order? So we're going to still look at examples now. Well, how do we write that? Writing inequality in the reverse order. So let's look at it. It's very simple. So writing inequality in the reverse order. For example, you have x. For example, let me say 3, 5. So what symbol will I put between 3 and 5? So is 3 less than 5 or greater than 5? That is 3 is less than what? 5. Now I want to put 5 here and put 3 here. So what will happen to this? So I'm rewriting it in the reverse order. So I'm bringing this to the front and taking it to the back. So what will happen to the 5? Is it still less than or greater than? So it will what? Because 5 is greater than 3. So once you understand this, so that means if I write x is greater than 3, I have to put 3 here and x here. So which means 3 is less than what? X. Understanding of this writing in reverse, that we see efforts by the time we move on now. We understand this. You are still going to look at, by the time we look at another thing under this, you will appreciate this. Now let's now look at another area of inequality. Let's look at these examples before we proceed. So the first example asks us to put the symbols. So we have the first one here, equals to, less than, greater than, to fill the boxes below. But we have this minus 3. Is it equals to 3? Is it less than 3? Is it greater than 3? Don't forget this is negative. So when you have your number line, you have 0, 1, 2, 3. You have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All these are positive. So the positives are always greater than the negative. So this is less than 3. So this will then be what? Less than. So minus 3 is less than 3. Is that clear? Good. So the second one, 8 raised by 0, is it equal to, is it less than, is it greater than 1? So the first thing is that what's the value for x raised by 0? Anything raised by 0, as we have done before, is what? 1. So which means this is equal to 1. So 1 equals to what? 1. So what will be here is equals to. Then we have 1 over 3 and 1 all over 4. 1 over 3. So which one is greater here? So you have done a fraction, ordinal fraction. So which one is greater? So it's like, you see, when you have 1 over 3, what should come to your mind is that you are dividing something into 3. You are dividing something into 3. Here you are dividing something into 4. So let me divide this one into 3 now. So this is one part. So you are not taking 1 out of 3. So you are taking 1 out of 4. So which one is greater? So this one is greater than this one. So 1 over 3 is more than what? 1 over 4. I hope I'm making sense. Is that clear? 1 over 3 is what? Greater than 1 over 4. And if you can't do it that way, what you just need to do, find the LCM of 3 and 4, and that is 12. Right? So 3 in 12 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 in 12 is 3. 3 times 1 is what? 3. So which of these two is greater? 4. And this has to do with this one. So that means 1 over 3 is greater than 1 over 4. I hope that is very clear. Good. Because I'm going to give you work on this. Now, state which of the following statements is true or false. So, is this true? Is it false? Now, 20 is greater than minus 200. I've said it earlier on. Forget about the value 220. So, this 20 is more than, because if you take it to real life, negative means that you are owing somebody. So someone that has 20 naira with him and someone that is owing 200 naira, who is richer? So the one that has 20 naira is richer than the person that is owing 200 naira. So that means this is correct. So it is what? True. Is that clear? Then the same thing here. So we're going to solve this. Minus 11 times 2 is what? Minus 22. Is greater than what? 26. So can we say negative value is greater than 26? No. So this one is what? Is false. I hope this is very clear. So let's look at one more example. 3. If n equals to 2, put the symbol less than or greater than each box that will make the statement what? True. So what we are saying is that what we're going to do here, so we have been given the value of what? N to be 2. So we want to confirm what will be the value we're going to get here. For A now, we have n plus 2n. Then we have a box here, n plus 7. So what we're going to do, we are going to substitute the value of n into it and get whatever we have here, and look at whatever we have here, compare their answers. So let's have it. So n, that is 2 plus 2 times 2. Then this is what? 2 plus 7. Right? So this is box, right? So this will give us 2 plus 4, and this gives 9. So 2 plus 4 is what? 6, and this is 9. So what are we going to say? Between 6 and 9 is 6. So which means the value we have there is 6. So and this one here is what? 7. So can we say 6 is greater than 7 or less than 7? So which we are going to make use of less than. So the what will be inside the box is what? Less than. Is that clear? Then for B we have n plus 8, then box, then n plus 9. So which means 2 plus 8, then 2 plus 9. So this was 10, while this was 11. It's still what? Less than. 10 is less than what? 11. I hope this is very clear. So this is all what we want to learn under this one. So we want to quickly look at graph of inequality. That what we want to graphs of inequalities. So under this one is same thing as writing graphs of inequalities on a normal line. So we're going to use examples to explain this. Now write each of these inequalities on a normal line. So in fact, they can ask you to what present this one on a graph. So they are saying the same thing. So what we're going to do, the first one we have here, solutions, is x greater than 8. So we want to write this on a number line. The first thing is that draw your number line. So this is 8. That is the value we want to look at. So it is positive. So let's just have it here that we have 2 here, we have 4 here, we have 6 here, we have 8 here, we have 10 here. I hope I'm making sense. So then this one will be 0. So which means we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we now go to the number we have there, which is 8. So just draw a small line on top of it, right? Then put something like a circle here, right? Now what you have here is greater than, x is greater than. So what are the numbers that are greater than 8? It goes towards this side. X is greater than 8. So that means we are saying that all the numbers that are greater than 8 are moving towards this side, while the numbers that are less than 8 are moving towards this side. So which means we draw a line to all the numbers that are greater than 8. Put the arrow. And if you look at the arrow here, it's also showing the greater than symbol. I hope I'm making sense. It's also showing what the greater than symbol. So we can then put our x here. You notice one thing, that the arrow is something on 10. It's not on 8. Because this we have seen from experience. Students, because it's the x greater than, they don't put the arrow on top of 8. Instead of doing this video, you have something like this. You have 8 here. You now put, draw something like this. Put arrow x on this. No, this is not how to do it. Is that clear? So this is, I hope this is very clear. It's very simple and it's very clear. So explain again. X is greater than 8. So what are the numbers that are greater than 8? They are the first under this place. So which means we start from 8, put 0 on it, and draw the arrow, the line towards all on top of the numbers that are greater than 8. That is how to do that one. So let's look at this. B, the B part, we have x less than equals to 5. So we draw a number line again. So I'm trying to write all this one. I'm trying not to write it. See, this is not compulsory. So I can just write 5 here, write 4 here, write 6 here, write 3 here. You are still correct, right? So we now put normal thing, put a line here. It's on 5 because we have 5 here. Put your 0 here. Now, then if you look at this, x is less than equals to, because we have equals to here. So we are going to shade this. We do what? We are going to shade this. You can say we did not shade this. This is shaded. It is shaded because we have equals to there. And where is it? We are looking at all the numbers that are less than 5. What are the numbers that are less than 5? The first under this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. So which means the line will go towards this side. Whenever you like to stop. You can also see that the arrow here is even also showing what less than. Then you put a value of x here. I hope this is very clear. It's very, very clear. That's good. So in that case, let's look at the last one. The last one here is x greater than minus 4. So we draw it again. So we have minus 4 here. We have minus 5. So we have minus 3 here. We have minus 2 here. We have minus 1 here. We have 0 here. Positive, we go to this side. Then we have minus 5. We have minus 6. And so on and so forth. You can see where I did it. Good. So where are we going? We are going to 4. Right. So we put our circle there. Are we going to shade or not? We're going to shade because we have equals to here. So we shade this. And the arrow is going towards this side. X greater than equals to minus 4. So what are the numbers that are greater than minus 4? Minus 3 is greater than minus 4. Why? Because someone that is owing 3 naira is richer than the one that is owing what? 4 naira. So minus 2 is also greater than minus 4. 0 is greater than minus 4 because it's better for you to, if you don't have anything with you, if you are better off than someone that is owing something. Exactly. So this will also move towards this side and put your greater than there, the value of x. I hope this is very clear. So we're still going to look at some other aspect of graphs on linear inequality. So sometimes you'll be given graph like this, they ask you to interpret in this way. So that's what we're going to look at next. This is an example here. Write out the inequalities from the graph below. From the graphs below. So we have this. So we want to write this out. You can see we can use any letter. So A is being used here. Now, so that is what we're going to write first. Solution. So please look at the way I'm doing it. It's very simple. So the first one, A. So we're going to write the letter we have here is A. Now this arrow here is showing less than. Then this one is under what? -1. That's all. You can see how simple this is. Very simple. Then the second one here. So what we have here is Y, right? And sorry, the arrow is showing greater than. And because this is shaded, you put your equals to here, and it's on what? -3. So that's how to look it. So we now look at combined inequalities for graphs of inequalities. So we want to look at combined now. How are we going to do that? And let's look at this example, combining inequalities. So that is, we have two inequalities being combined here, just like this. So the same thing, we have this. So let's start with this. How can we write this in this form? So that's what this one is talking about. Alright? So in that case, so find the inequality illustrated in the number line shown below. So what we're going to do is this. It's very simple. This is -3. So that means -3. So we need to bring this one out. The arrow is going towards this side. That's what it means. Why for this one is going towards this side, but they will not show the arrow here. The arrow is not shown, but you are the one that will know that, okay, since you are starting from here, it's going towards this side, the arrow is this. It's starting from here, it's going towards this side, the arrow goes this way. We are now going to write this separately. So what we're going to do here is, this is x, that is x is what? Greater than, because all the values we have here are greater than -3. So that means x greater than -3. That's the interpretation of the first part here. Let me take it again. You can see the line is moving towards this side, and this shows that they are all these the values we have here are greater than -3. So that means x is greater than -3. Therefore, this is equal to, and it's moving towards this side. You can see all the numbers that we have here are less than 5. So that means x is less than, but this one is shaded. It's now the equals to what? 5. Now I want to combine these together. So how do we combine these two together? So in combining these two together, so we I've explained how you can reverse this. So let me reverse this. I'll reverse this one to be -3. So this one will now change to what? Less than x. See the same thing? Just like when you have 2 is less than 3. Now to put 3 here, 3 will then be greater than 2. That's what I did here. Then this one is x greater than equals to 5. I will now combine the two of them together by making use of 1. So that is going to be -3 less than x. Then x is less than equals to 5. That is the answer to this. I hope that is very clear. It's clear, right? Now this, we want to change this number 2. We want to write it in this one. We want to illustrate it. So we have -2 less than x less than equals to what? 3. So we are going to separate it. We're going to bring out everything. So this one is saying that -2 is less than x and x less than equals to what? 3. So what we are going to do here, we are going to change this one. We'll reverse it. That will be x greater than -2. Then x less than equals to what? 3. So we now draw a number line. So what we have here is -2. What we have here is what? 3. I hope this is showing. Alright, good. So we put this one on the graph. That is 0. It's going towards this side to go. This one here, again this one, and it's going towards this side. It's shaded because of the equals to, right? Then we combine the two of them together. We join them. So that is that. Simple. I hope this is very clear. So this is where we're going to stop in this video. If you find this video useful and helpful, don't forget to give us a very big thumb up, and make sure if you are new to this channel, subscribe and put on notification bell. So anytime I release video like this, you'll be the first to get notification of it, and you can as well share the video with your family and friends. So we're going to meet in our next class. Bye for now.